Good evening and welcome to the new season at RaceStation.net, starting with the F2 Championship. My name is Verninator1991. I will be joined by SH Racing 54. He's had to step away from the mic for 5 minutes, so he will be joining at some point during Q1, but he's just had to step away for the moment. And we are hoping to have an exciting season ahead. So we are same format as we were last season, full qualifying as in Q1, Q2, Q3, and then a 100% race distance. Dynamic weather, and for the F2 League you will have auto gears available, driver line available, and I'll forget the rate. Auto gears, driving line, traction control. That's the third one. Yep, that's the third one that I've just forgotten. So yeah, so hopefully we'll be bringing you a very, very exciting season to come. We are just waiting. We've just had a few cars go out on track. The two Saubers have gone out. And once SH does join, we'll start sort of talking about predictions and how we suspect the season may go, what we experienced from test races, and the likely contenders for race victories, potential competitors for the league, and so on and so forth. Also, the new feature of this game now has the ability to select spectate mode. So for all the people like myself and SH, when we commentate on the F2, we go straight into spectate mode. We don't go into lobbying and have to retire. The downside from our point of view, it does mean that we do not know what the weather is going to do. So we are in the dark as much as any of the viewers who are watching the stream via YouTube or Facebook, however you may be watching the stream today. Your guess is as good as mine as to what the weather will do in the long term. Obviously we can see it's dry at the moment. It does not mean it will stay that way for the entire qualifying session. And as for the race, well, yeah, your guess is as good as mine. So Blood and Sands is going to be the first car to set a lap, assuming he doesn't invalidate. Now, Blood and Sands is one of the many new members to the league this year. And I haven't got not a lot of knowledge on this guy, so it would be rude for me to sort of speculate where to expect him to be. But from the test races, he seemed to show solid pace. I think it's the best way to describe it. But that was only in Spain for the F2 test race, and when we did the Interleague test race in Malaysia. Apart from that, I'm just being messaged by people saying they've already got problems. Already got problems by the looks of it. Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself a seat in the Williams City and Bottas switched to Mercedes. I'm sure Max Verstappen will be wet today. bear with me, folks. It's getting a bit... seems to be a bit disjointed with the commentary. I'm having to deal with both trying to look at the screen and the messages I'm receiving. So do bear with us. People are now actually getting out. But people are constantly leaving and such, so it's, I think I'm just going to call a restart on this, just to keep things simple. We're only a few minutes in into this session, so we won't lose too much time. So we will start again. Apologies about this, folks, but we haven't lost too much time, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, wrong way. Alright. So bear with me, folks, so sorry if the screen cuts out here. It's because I'm in the invite screen, sending out invites again, and we will get going ASAP. So we were doing a full restart. We're only a few minutes in, so there's no real reason as to why it literally went wrong right at the very beginning, with Soulman disconnecting. And we will be getting away rather soon, assuming people return to the lobby as quickly as I send out the invites. The main problem I have is obviously now that my co-commentator is not here at the moment, but hopefully he did say it would be about 5-10 minutes. It's been about 13 now already, so hopefully he won't be too far away of actually getting back in before we have to restart. So, yeah, we've got everyone here. It's just from co-commentator. We're now waiting on. I'll give it a moment. So yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting on my co-commentator at the moment. I would like him to be in before we start, just to remove any possibility of causing any issues with the lobby again. I'll give it a few more minutes, and I think I'll just. It only seems to happen when people disconnect, not when people join afterwards. And because SH will only be spectating as well, you won't be selecting the car, so I don't believe it will actually cause any issues either. Anyway, so I've just got to. I'll give it an extra minute or so, and then we'll just get going. And he can join. He's got an invite. He can just join midway through Q1 as he would have done, but to be honest, he would have missed the whole of Q1 if we hadn't had to restart. So all the drivers are here. As I said, I'm just simply waiting on my co-commentator. I'm just trying to chase his whereabouts because he's taking a lot longer than he said he would be, which is very, very frustrating from my point of view, and also from the driver's point of view, and for the league, because it's just delaying everything. Nope. I can hear some noise in the background. Yep, looks like he's returned. I can hear him in the background.
What?
Where the hell have you been?
Stupid mother blooming changed plan and told me, oh no, don't just go round the corner, drive to town. It was like,
come on, we need you in the lobby, mate. We need to get going. And we're still live.
if we are live then, I would like to say, Red 3563 plate, it's 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, not 30! Right, there we go, right. Anyway.
Rant over. Let's get you in the lobby and let's get going.
Right. Yes.
Let's go.
Dear,
Unfortunately, what happened, literally as soon as the screen went to the pit lane, Soulman disconnected.
Oh,
and it meant that about 2/3 of the field were stuck in the pit lane. They couldn't get out.
So it's the Germans' fault then?
It was the Germans' fault.
Oh dear, right.
Oh.
Silly Kraut. Anyway.
Yeah. Right.
Dear, oh dear.
We are now going again. I won't do the whole introduction again because my stream was not cut out at any point.
I didn't hear it. Can you do it again, please?
No, you just watch my stream back. Well, one thing I haven't done is gone through through the drivers in terms of predictions and what have you. So we can go through that once qualifying's got going again. And they did have a dry quali, so they're hoping they're going to have another dry quali again.
I was wet.
Oh, dear me. So, take 2 of the opening round of RaceStation.net F2 League.
This take 2 happened faster on this game than it did on the 2016.
It did indeed, yeah.
Because take 2 took what? Was 2 weeks after? Something?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Hang on, I'm surprised. If we've restarted, why are we still doing long qualifying?
Because we barely started.
Oh, right,
we were literally about minus 5 seconds in when it went wrong. So.
Right, done it.
So it was only fair to restart fully again. It wasn't. Wasn't going to be an issue where we got halfway through it and disconnected.
Anyway.
Right,
We're
Breathe.
going on track.
Yeah, Blunder Sands. He was the first out. He was the first one out on the first attempt.
I did notice when I did join back again, the JB Troll was fastest, but I did see a certain amount of different tyre variations going on.
I didn't see any of it because I was one of the first to leave to restart and start a new lobby.
Right. Well,
So,
JB Troll was top. I can't remember who was second, but I just maybe he was top.
I think it would have been a bit unfair to speculate based on that because Arthurfield can get out. So it could have been a bit of a faux. It could have been a bit of a faux pas, a bit of a red herring.
Red herring, it's Codemasters for God's sake.
If anyone from Codemasters is listening, don't listen to me. We'll slag you off.
No,
we'll slag you off behind off air.
Yeah. What's the fun in that? Anyway, right. So I'm guessing all the people who are doing the ultra soft running at the moment in Q1 are most likely going to start on the super soft.
It would make with the obviously the quali format as it is. It surely makes sense, if possible, to use the quickest tire in Q1 because it's Q2 where the variation actually has an effect.
Yes, but remember though, do you remember what happened in Spain?
I do indeed.
The super soft was slower in the first stint of the Ultrasoft was. But this track seems to chew its tyres quite spectacularly. As Haas, I think, just runs into the back of a Sauber, which it did. The background
Oops.
of the Banana corner. Right on the super soft. Dave DeReese, who was frankly, let's use a polite word, hit up the back by the Haas, which I believe could well have been Soups, maybe.
What cars? Oh, the Merc. Yeah, probably.
It was a Sauber that. Sorry, it was a Haas that hit Sauber.
Well, if it was the Sauber you're on about, then it would be Jace
Well, it might have
DeReese.
been Haas. Sorry,
If it's-
it might have been Michael C.
If it was a Haas, it's Michael Cease. He's the only Haas here today. If it was a Sauber, then.
Oh, sorry, Michael C is the only Haas. Sorry, yeah. Sorry. What?
Come on, I said breathe.
Breathe?
Right.
You said breathe, you didn't say think. Anyway, right. The car now comes across the line, should go top, unless that was an outlap. No.
But obviously we do have the timing issue that we have to try and navigate.
Well, no, do we have that, or is
yes,
that just
we
the
do.
drivers?
Yes, we
Right,
do.
okay. On my screen, KO is second, with Blood and Sands is third.
Well, on my screen, Blood and Sands is actually 11th on the road. 10th on the road.
Sorry,
So-
Land, sorry, this top then. Okay, that sort of just
So
says...
J19
right, J19
has
No.
gone fastest on our screen.
Yes. But the important bit is Putterland is on the super soft, same tyre as KO, but I don't know what the time. Oh no, hang on, no, I've gone wrong. Putterland's actually 8. Who's actually top? Is it actually KO? Right, it is actually KO. Right, okay. This is not going to go well at all, isn't it? Right, so BK. Yeah, because this isn't working. So BK's actually second, but currently half a minute up on KO's time.
Right.
I don't think.
Contrary to what I said a moment ago, if anyone from Codemasters is watching, this is what needs fixing. Sort the timing glitch out. We have no idea who's where.
There was a car going round the corner that's apparently in sixth but could be first.
Yep.
I think this is what happened in real life.
But just driving around, yeah, it ends up being a lucky dip as who goes through. That's what it seems like.
The only way we can actually do it is by doing race directions. I believe race directions is right, which it is. But it's right with KO's top. Well, BK's second. Well, no, it's not right, because BK's still second, but hasn't set a time yet. That's
Yeah.
not right either.
So
okay,
we
won't look at that. We'll have a look in about 12 and cut.
Yeah, we'll just have to show some drivers going around the track, and then at the end of the session we'll know who's gone through.
Putterland is 7, but could be 6.
Artman has gone 8, but could be somewhere.
Right, Putterland's now 5th, but JB... That looks like a quick time of 23.5,
Yeah.
which it isn't. Hang on, who actually did that time?
That was JB
He
Troll.
hasn't set a lap time. Right, okay, so hang on. Right, so JB Troll is actually fastest, he's 5th. Because KO hasn't set a lap time, neither has Spencer, neither has Michael C, neither has Dave.
Yeah, Dave
My
1025 has just started his lap and it put him 4th, but he hasn't actually set a lap.
Right, okay, so it's JB Troller, J19, Putterland, TLK, Blood and Sand, Artman, Major Boy White, Jason, Soulman, Soup, Madman, Mike, BK, the top, the set time.
Right.
It's just to be confusing, basically the grid is reversed. So the top 4, who haven't set a lap time, are actually at the front.
But they would not be at the front at the end of the session, it's just the way the time
Did you
screen is.
reckon the problem with the game, well, obviously we know what the problem is with the game, that the time is skewed. But is it because the game is seeing that the times of the people who haven't set times yet are all 0, 0, 0, 0, 0?
Yeah, it is. But the problem is, though, for anyone who has set a time, people who have set a time and go into the pits, when they come out, it then sticks them up at the top again, even if they've set a time that's 14th. It puts them back to the top again, so it's almost as if their current lap that they're on sticks them at the top because it sees it as 0, 0, 0, 0. It's almost as if the timing screen is updating every time they cross a finish line, whether they're actually on an out lap or a flying lap. So no, it doesn't. He's out there.
J19's apparently second, but isn't second because he's in a -1 minute figure. Right, there's going to be a lot of this.
There is going to be a lot, until this is patched by Codemasters, which hopefully, if they're listening, please make it sooner rather than later.
All I know is that the fastest time I have seen come up is a 23.5.
Yes.
If anyone beats a 23.5, that is actually the fastest lap. I mean, that's the only way we can actually do it. Right, so Dave 10.25 is out of qualifying now, even though he's holding miles at a lap time. Because he is the time. Is that right? Is that the other glitch?
What's that, sorry?
Happened? Because Dave 10.25 retired or crashed, I don't know which. If he's crashed, he's out of qualifying.
If he sets the time quicker...
Sorry, BK has a grid penalty.
Already?
For collision with J19.
Right,
Dave
okay.
10.25 crashed, so that will mean he's out of qualifying regardless of what time he did.
Well, yeah, if he gets within the top 15, it'll put him through into Q2, but he won't be able to get out, because, yeah, his car is now out of qualifying, so...
The highest he can possibly be is
15.
What's the pretend order?
Well, halfway around this lap, J19 has gained 2 places, so your guess is as good as mine.
Right, so the grid at the moment apparently is a McLaren front row.
Remember this?
Clearly this is a game.
Just got to, we've just got to just watch the laps. Hopefully we see fastest times pop up.
So do we think that Madman was just struggling in the last 2 races because of something that was a setup issue, or they're still getting into the game, or do you reckon, or something like that?
Personally, I think he's been going too aggressive on setup. Or yeah, too aggressive on setup, so he's getting the quality performance out, but it means it's not suitable for the race.
Right.
And therefore he's been fading and yeah, dropping back as the race has gone on. Speaking of that, then I'll just go on board with him now just to see how his car is looking, because
it looks quite pointy.
It does look very pointy and grippy, but as we saw, I think it was Spain as well. Again, it looks KO than 23.0.
Right, that's actually the fastest time now. But he's now through because he hasn't set that time before, and I remember rightly that was on the 61. That should be on the 61. Whole position we're expecting qualifying 3 to be around the 21.9.
Yeah, a low 22, low 22, high 21, yeah, somewhere around there. Madman coming around the last corner.
It like a bad lap.
That's it.
Right now, I'm just sticking right at the final corner.
It's,
apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly 8.
Where is it in relation to KO?
KO's now showing a 7.
KO's 7. So, KO's at 23.0, Madman at 23.5. JB Troller 23.5, but that was on the Ultra Softs. Okay. What one did you done? A 23.9. Okay. So Madman is, KO is quite a far way away. But we've seen KO's car though has been struggling a few bits and pieces around on stability in the race, especially
Yeah.
that's where everyone seems to be struggling at turn 11 and 12 with stability. So,
yeah, it's. Oh God, we've got a bit of a traffic jam going on here in turn 3. With Sauber, a Haas, and a Williams. Yeah, they're copying the Moto3 boys, where they basically just stopped on the track trying to get track position and not having people get a slipstream off them. Right, Prenta in the Ferrari is shown as now P2, but I don't know how accurate that is. Soup's back up at P1 supposedly. So I hope, yeah, we'll just have to battle our way through it, but thankfully for Q2 and Q3 there's less time to have to deal with it. As I've noticed, just noticed something here. Mr. Mike Whiteside has done a reverse of my crash helmet from last year in the Renault. He's copying me, sort of.
maybe he's thinking it is an omen. Right.
Well, it's not really a good omen because I had a shocking start to last season. So it won't be as he goes off.
Maybe he's thinking because it's the negative, it should have a negative effect on it. There should be reversal.
Maybe we'll see. He's in the pits. Either way, he blew his lap. Dave 1025 spun up the rear on the curve and then spun it into a wall, as he's just posted on my stream.
Ah, right, okay, so reliable source.
Yes, from the actual man himself. You can't get more reliable than that. I did want to say something as well. I did want to say something as well. I had an interesting development sort of breakthrough just before the start of the first qualifying, which was when BK was invited into the lobby, and he supposedly actually never signed up for this league. He messaged me what car he was meant to be, and I told him, well, you're in Renault, because that's what you're testing in all three. And he goes, well, I never actually signed up. Which is bizarre, because Mike Whiteside said he had...
I have a fan of TLK watching. There's a bit of an argument brewing.
Or in your stream.
Yeah.
Well, my chat box is going a bit mental at the moment. I'm already hitting 60 odd comments, I think.
It's clearly.
But I have. Oh, there's BK's had a spin coming out of 9, coming out of 8. Sorry.
Have you noticed anyone lagging?
I haven't, to be fair. I've been keeping sort of every now and then, sort of keeping an eye on the likes of TLK, who was one of the primary suspects from last year, and Artman, who was one of the suspects from earlier in testing. And I haven't actually noticed any, so hopefully a good omen for the race.
Oh, you glitched it now.
Oh, well, you asked the question.
TLK just glitched a little bit.
You asked the question, so it's your fault.
Himself, but then went straight away. It's not my fault. You mentioned names.
I wouldn't have mentioned anything.
Out of the box, please.
That's £1 in the box. I want your life savings for your swear word when you rejoin.
I only said one.
It's enough.
You think my life savings is £1? How rude. Anyway.
I know that ain't true.
We have 1 minute left. What?
I know that ain't true.
Yes. Don't you believe it. Anyway. We only have 50 seconds left of qualifying 1.
Oh dear me.
I haven't seen anyone advance on
The 23-0. No, not yet. More lag from TLK.
Moment. Just a step.
Yeah.
Who do we think? Well, surely, looking at the advantage that KO has on the Supercars, it looks like he will probably be the favourite pole,
You can't.
barring any errors.
Barring any errors or any like crash into war or anything like that, he looks odds on, and he has done throughout the last couple of weeks. He's shown really good pace, sort of competitive with the F1 League boys round here. So as qualifying one is now complete, people still going into the pit lane.
Sander going into the pit lane.
How many times?
He's a new driver, can't leave him alone.
Everyone was messaged. Everyone had a message. We've now got to wait 2.5 minutes.
Yes, but what's that? A message in English or their respective language?
I don't care.
Well, surely if they're Dutch and you send them an English message, surely they may not understand it.
Doesn't PlayStation convert it if they've got their native language selected? I don't know.
No. I don't think so. I don't think it's that clever.
It can't be any less clever than Codemasters.
This is true.
Right.
Okay.
Soups is the last car out on the track.
What
And-
are we thinking? Oh, right, okay, so
And Soups is
apparently
going
KO
on.
top, Michael C second, Madman third, J Controller fourth, TLK fifth, but I do actually got knocked out all the points of the car. Soulman, J3, Blood and Sand, and Dave 1025 finished 15th, but will be now 15th for the race.
Yes.
So that leaves us both Salvers and a Toro Rosso. Actually, no, both Salvers and both Toros.
Effectively, yeah. Which is surprising. So both Renaults getting through, which is not bad.
Right side is 11.
Where's DK?
14.
Okay.
What's the gap between BK? Right, so BK did a 25.8 and 10th. Oh, sorry, 10th, which was Soup, did a 25.0. Whiteside did a 25.0. Can we see Whiteside into Q3? We're talking thousands between Soups and Whiteside.
Well,
Both on the same tyre.
we will see. We will see. New season.
What's weird is look at how many people qualified Q1 on the Ultra Tops.
I'm not looking in Race Director. I'm not allowed.
Why not allowed?
Because I'm the lead streamer, so it's best not to. So I'm going to wait until the results screen.
Fair enough. Well, we've got nothing else better to do. I'm waiting for like 2.5 minutes doing.
Well, we've got 5 seconds.
Okay, fine, fair enough. It seemed like only 3 drivers,
There we go.
I think, did their time.
No, Blood and Sands is through. Blood and Sands is through in 13th. So it's Soulman, J3, and BK who's out. BK's got a 5-place grid
so it's
pen.
an update. Ah, that's another
So, yeah.
bit. No, it's not.
BK's also got a 5-place grid pen.
Yeah, but that makes no sense though, because Blood and Sands would have been where Dave 1025 is.
No, Dave 1025 shown as 15th because he's crashed out. So that's where he's going to be on the grid.
So, okay, it should have been 14th then.
But what did BK do?
If that grid penalty had been
25.8. BK only did a 25.8, so that wouldn't have only put him behind Prenta.
Yeah, exactly. So
Blood and Sands would have been through anyway.
stupid game.
Yep.
Anyway,
So even after the session's done, it still doesn't get sorted out until the results screen. Right, Q2.
help me. Right, anyway, this is an important session.
Yes, because this is obviously where it can have an effect on what time you start the race on if you get through to the top 10. as we wait for someone to actually go out.
Maybe they've fallen asleep at the 2.5 minutes. Oh, Salva's moved out first.
That'll be Blood and Sands.
Yeah, they're forced. Yeah, they're white. Oh no, J19. Sorry, white and white. The other
Force India JB Troll.
White.
So the two Mercs, the two Force Indians, and a Salva so far, and a Haas of Michael C.
And a fairy in the pear tree. Too soon, too soon. Not even October yet, so yes, too soon.
Yeah, please.
I've actually not been on board with the hat that often.
Well, with its 2016 wings.
Yeah, that needs sorting out as well.
Yes. It doesn't look right. Right, so what tyres do you reckon certain drivers may go on, the likes of KO, Madman? Do you reckon they're all use supers, or have they already used them?
I reckon ultra.
Do you reckon they'll just go for it and go ultra?
That's why they burnt their set in Q1.
Fair enough.
KO's on, well they have to be, because otherwise they can't have two sets of super softs in.
Yeah, KO's on the ultra.
Is it, right, I think the question will be who will be on the super softs. TLK will be one of them.
Cycle
I think
through.
TLK is the only one so far, right?
Let's cycle through and see if we can find anyone.
Yeah.
Yep, looks like he is. Alright. J19 starts on that. So 1 and 2 was navigated quite nicely, actually. 1, 2, 3. Probably could have carried a bit more speed in there, but likewise 4. It's giving a lot of room for error with the curves.
Who's this, sorry?
J19.
Well, this is going to be a crunch time race, isn't it? Because he did very, very well in Spain. I think just a slight strategy tweak would have
meant he would have been even higher up.
Yeah.
But he looks like, well, to begin with anyway, at the start of the race, he's likely to be on the same tyre as pretty much everyone else, so it depends.
Hang on, as well, sorry to butt in. Thinking back to the Spain race as well, was that the main reason why we restarted, rather than letting Salman rejoin, or because...
Well, people weren't
able to go out on track, but the fact that if someone disconnects, we're not looking at 58 lap race, we're looking at 57 lap race.
Well, no, that glitch has been sorted, isn't it?
It?
Yeah, that was fixed in the last patch. That tyre glitch one that
right,
that was fixed on the last one.
Done 23.5, which is not.
No, it might be.
First lap.
It might be good enough to get through. Could potentially be good enough to get through.
It's going to be trying to get through on the slowest time possible.
Yeah, you want to get through into the top 10 without taking too much life. Although, to be honest, yeah, although he looks like he's giving it another go. Completely going against our theory.
Would you go and get new careers?
It's come across my mind every now and then. Keep an eye on Artman, who looks like he's on his first flyer. He's gone through sector 1, apparently minus 53 seconds. Artman, for those who are watching the stream and have been a part of the website for a few years, Artman was with the league, I believe, 2014, I would say, maybe 2015. He was part of the GP2 league back then, but he didn't participate in 16. I believe the the game enticed him to return for 17. So,
Yeah, KO had an issue.
yeah,
Yeah, he had to turn up. Oh, he was on a laptop. Then
maybe invalidated.
no, he didn't validate it. If he, well, I'm saying that, if he did, he might have not said anything, but it's got sector 1 and sector 2 up, but he's gone back in the pit lane.
Maybe.
Like, since TLK's the only one so far to have done a lap on the super soft tyre.
The only
He's doing 3 of them.
the only people to have actually invalidate a lap, Michael C. and Blood and Sands has actually invalidated 2 of his laps. They're the only ones who have shown as having invalidated a lap. Again, because of the timing issues, we don't actually know where certain people are. We've just got to wait until 8.5 minutes time before we can actually know who's through into Q3. Start our lap, or is this the set of...
KO doing pretending it's the qualifying section.
I'm keeping on the white side, he's just started a lap. He was on the bubble of being in the top 10 in Q1. Steady. Oh, we've got Soups who spun 3, 6 and 7. And white side's wide in 8. That'll be the... I think that lap gone. Have we actually seen anyone set a faster time yet than the 23.5? I don't think we have yet, have we?
No, we haven't, no. We're halfway through the session. No, nearly. I imagine Madman will go top of this though. But actually no, do you remember when we did the qualifying before in Spain? Times weren't that impressive.
There you go, 23.1.
That's still not as quick as
No. I wonder if the conditions are, because obviously...
Maybe then times it was super stop, not the ultra stop. Imagine there'd be a sizable improvement.
I wonder if track conditions are as Madman really runs 1 and 4. Yeah, I wonder if track conditions are having any effect. Obviously, every practice session we've done around here, I believe we've had it set to clear, so it's always been warm and dry. But don't forget.
Yeah, it's always been at this time, though, isn't it? So I wonder if it's getting cooler.
I'm just wondering whether the actual track temperature is actually coming down, which means that the peak performance isn't there. Madman is good through 10 and 11, but it's not producing massively fast times.
There you go.
Oh, there you go, 22.5. That's starting to get more like it.
But it's still only about
half a second.
But I don't expect a bigger time difference than that.
Madman.
Well, I don't know.
No.
I would have said improve, but I can't help.
We've just got just over 5 minutes of this session to go.
I think it's KO. Madman's only 3 temps off. It can go 2 temps faster. That would put him on to a 23.6.
23? You don't...
22.6, sorry.
I was going to say.
Well, that puts them both a second faster than J19.
Right. KO is in, or was in AI mode there for a second. Looks like in the pause menu potentially. 4.5
Who's
minutes.
in the drop zone?
We won't know.
I keep asking you stupid questions.
We won't know. We just got to get through the session and wait until the results screen.
Then let me be more specific. Who do we think? Who do we think is in the drop zone?
Who do we think? Right, that's more which. I reckon the likes of potentially going out on Q2, Blood and Sands, Whiteside.
Possibly Whiteside, but there's I don't know what battle's going on with Whiteside and such. Do you think KO's top?
Do we?
So.
Do we reckon maybe Printer might be at risk?
Well,
He was 14th.
14th. So he's actually in ninth.
Well, yeah, we've still got 3.5 minutes, so anything could change.
I don't know, it's making my brain hurt.
Yeah. I think that we've got to less think about who we think is wearing, there's more think about who we might believe might get knocked out here. I think it's the easiest way. And I think the bottom 5, I reckon you'll have the likes of Blood and Sands, Whiteside, Prenter, because he was only 14th in Q1. Maybe Soups.
Obviously we've got Dave, yeah, but remember we've got Dave 1020, sorry, not Dave 10, yeah, Dave 1025 crashed.
And Dave 1025 is crashed, yeah, so it will be the 5th, but it might allow someone like potentially Stoops or Whiteside to sneak in then. We've got 2 3/4 minutes to go of the black magic of Q2. We have no idea who's where. Prenter's only shown as being P13, that changed as he crossed the line. So, what would that be? Maybe P11? 10, 11?
Sorry, what are you saying, sorry, what are you thinking?
Prenter's just gone over the start line, he's shown as being P13, but anyone who starts a lap gets knocked up to the top, so I reckon, yeah, maybe on the back end of the top 10 maybe for Printer there?
I think he will be in ish, I think, well, yeah, but I don't know. So
I've only got enough.
This will be Putterland's last, no, penultimate lap. He won't get one more lap in.
Oh, yes, he'll get one more lap in. Yes, he'll get one more lap in. He won't have time to do another lap after that.
Michael C won't either. Michael C. Who's the person in front of Michael C?
Madman retires.
So he's out.
Unless he's just retired after completing a lap.
Well,
if you just
no, he's out with turn 11 12. Yeah, he's retired.
He's just retired. Oh, and Putterland's gone off at turn 3. He had Michael C.
Yeah,
he had Michael C.
had a track limits.
Oh, did he? Right. Okay.
Previous lap and the lap after.
So lap 2.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was only on lap 2 there. So yeah, so he obviously invalidated through turns 1 and 2 then.
No. What I mean is he had an invalidation for the previous lap, and then which carries over to the next one.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm surprised he even carried on then, because he wouldn't have had time. Fair enough. So has he actually set a lap then? Has he shown us actually having set a lap?
Yes, he has, 24/7.
Cool, not quick though.
Right, as we now become to
Zero.
Now,
There we go.
Who goes in the pit lane this time? I think it'll be Prent who will cross the line.
No, Artman is just crossing it now.
Okay.
J19's left the session.
I'll put the kettle on. It's going to be a long night.
Turn
it out!
He's not normally one for disconnecting. It's okay shown as being sick, but that's
1.6 off.
Michael C is crawling over the line, and Blood and Sand is coming around the last couple of corners, and Blood and Sand's
allegedly 11th and 2.5 seconds off.
and he's completing the lap, so we will finish as soon as he crosses the line.
And he...
Don't know.
I don't know.
Blood and Sand's shown as 11th on my screen. It just popped up on the...
And why are they going straight on?
I don't know, they've just gone. Right, so the people knocked out.
Madman improved.
Right, so...
But look at the gap.
Yeah. Blood and Sand, Soups, Prenter, Whiteside, and then obviously Dave 1025 at the bottom
So we have
five.
one Ferrari, one McLaren,
One Haas, two Force Indias.
One Haas, two Force Indias, one Williams.
No, two Williams.
Oh no, two Williams. And one Red Bull.
Mike Whiteside only managing 26.2 in that session, so way off what he managed in Q1.
Yeah, that was poor. Unfortunate, because I thought he was going to get into Q3.
And now, does this mean J19 can't participate in Q3?
Yes,
No.
it doesn't. It
Yes.
doesn't because
It's
I
only-
see Hamilton's name, not J19's name.
Yep. J19. Yeah, there's only nine.
Unless-
There's only 9 people in race director because he's disconnected in between sessions. If he disconnected halfway through, so that means he's potentially at the back of the grid. If it's the same as the last game. Well, last game it put people to the back of the grid.
Yeah, this is true.
So we will see. So he's either 10th or 18th.
If you've got that much of a tolerance, you can argue 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th,
It could be anywhere within the bottom 9.
Unsafe release by McLaren!
As KO's the first to go out onto track. Now everyone will be on ultras, there's no debate about that. It'd be sort of stupid for anyone to be on anything other than ultras.
We have been surprised.
We have been surprised in the past, but it will. The only question is, have some drivers got enough? Obviously, like to KO will have enough for 2 runs, but some people maybe burnt enough tyres up to only have 1 run.
Well, it depends if
On
they
a fresh tyre.
chose aggressive or standard. In theory, if they chose standard and only used ultra soft, yes, they only got 1 run, effectively. No, they don't. They have no. Yeah, if they went balance and got 1 run,
Yeah.
they could do. But if they did it balance, I think they're on a better strategy.
Yeah, gives them a bit of a wider tyre option for the race, isn't it?
Yes, because this, no bones about it, is an easy, apparently, 2-stop race.
You getting that knowledge from your teammate?
Maybe, but that knowledge is highly unreliable sometimes. So,
Yeah, the only reason I'd say that is because I was in the same room when you said that. But again,
you will, admit
it's
that
an Irishman, so they're not that reliable sometimes.
Exactly, that they are associated with the people who tow caravans.
Or drunk.
Or lardy.
Anyway, back to the
Let's
top.
not being stereotypical. I would like the stream to be on the website later on. Putting a complaint in for the stream being taken down for several different reasons.
Oh dear. Anyway, KO laps looking decent.
It's going to be interesting though, 'cause if they do, what time are they going to use then?
What, for the race?
Yeah. Well, no more time they're starting. I think the people who did the ultra soft
Yeah.
in Q2, but the ones who got through in Q2, who qualified in Q1 on their super softs,
I think I have to use a set
They're
of
either
socks.
having two sets of ultras, which
It's
don't last
risky.
that long anyway.
Or they go
You've got one set of supers, one set of soft, and one set of ultras.
KO
121.9
121.9.
straight away.
There we
That
go.
should
That
be
should.
there and then.
Yes.
Ooh,
KO. KO. I think it would have been better if you'd have gone through 1 and 2 and then backing off rather than stopping there.
I have noticed quite a lot of the GP's F2 drivers, nearly said it, are pulling over on the grass, I've noticed.
It's their preference.
I know, it's just weird. I would not have thought that would have been...
Advisable. Wise. Sensible. Any more
Clever.
words? Okay, so what we know is KO is currently on pole, and that time will be very difficult to beat. Madman has shown has been
Madman-
6/10 off. Full 6/10, which will be mid-22 for him. I tell you what, some of these drivers as well need to learn maybe to put an extra kilo or 2 of fuel in the car so they don't run out before getting to the pit lane. There's a few extra clouds, I think. I don't recall them being there at the start of Q1 and Q2. Oh, JB Troll.
Terry for
Yeah. Oh, I was just on board with JB Troll. I also took a couple of bites of the cherry to turn into the pit lane.
But who's improved from this game to last game so far?
Well, KO Madman obviously now looking like the front runners.
Yep.
TLK looking a little bit
TLK's
more
improved, I will admit, yeah.
Looking more likely.
Improved as well.
white.
Yeah.
White is now top 10 material by the looks of it, when before he would struggle to get through into Q3 on more than one occasion.
I'm still impressed by the rookie.
What?
I'm still impressed.
What, Michael C?
Yep, I'm still impressed
Yep.
by Michael C.
It's good to see Artman as well back in the top 10 after a sabbatical of a year or two. Couple of years. Matey Boy in top 9.
Yeah, he's definitely improved.
Yeah, Matey Boy getting into the Q3 was not a common occurrence last year, I think it will be fair to say. I think he's liking that Williams.
Well, this is the thing, because we started with so few drivers last season, not a lot of them had their sort of preference car. But now we're actually starting completely from fresh.
Yeah.
Most of them do. Okay, running a little bit fine. 5 minutes to go, just going into the pit lane.
Yeah. Matey Boy's only just gone out for his first run. So Matey Boy may be only having the one fresh set of tyres to use. Maybe obviously the set he has to give
that
up.
sounds about right, because he hasn't used the super top as one.
Yeah. So he would, I'm assuming, be on the mandatory set that he has to return, which means it'll be wise for him to do 2 runs on them. Which will then use up all but about a minute of this session left. We'll keep an eye on Matey Boy. Because, yeah, we're, I mean, when the grid was a bit more full in GP2 last year, Matey Boy was normally towards the back end, you would say, wouldn't you? Sort of mid to back end of the pack.
Yes.
So hopefully he might have a good season and actually regularly score points, as I think that's KO. Must be KO staying well out of the way.
It's doing the pit again, so maybe ignore
Yeah.
it isn't.
It's as soon as they come out of the pits, it resets the time effectively for them. but it doesn't actually reset their fastest lap when it comes to the end of the session, which is during the session. But yeah, Matey Boy definitely has more confidence in the car.
Well, this is what we thought about from this game, didn't we?
Yeah.
People who struggle with the setup, this will help them.
Yes. Might have been invalidation. That was close to being invalid. Yep, he's backed off. He's just invalid. Matey Boy just invalidated through 10. So he's still not set a lap yet.
Right, okay, I'm trying to look at what some of the cars for the body language. It seems like JB Troller's got a lot of oversteer. It seems like on the initial turning. It seems like the back end wants to come around at the same time. Easy way to tell would be if you turn 11 as well. Yeah, there's the rear end gone. Rear end went a little bit through 11. Still off line with 12. That's a McLaren, must be Madman.
Yeah, must be Madman, Suture's out.
He's still far enough ahead easily.
TLK very, very steady. 10 and 11. JB 20. No, that's not accurate. Ignore that. That's 1 second off.
Madman's probably going to be the closest person to Taylor. Have we kept an eye on people's top speeds?
We haven't, to be honest. This is not really a top speed track, this one, is it?
No, I'm just thinking, I swear you thought 190 odd. But no man's only doing 170 something. Whether or not, oh, he's back on. That's it, his qualifying done. He's validated, maybe.
Matey Boy could have gone quicker there. He's not going to have enough fuel for another run, so fuel light's already on. But Matey Boy didn't activate his DRS until halfway up the pit straight.
I think we've got a Force India second row here.
We've still got people setting time, so that can change.
Okay then, Mr. Pedantic. Jumping the gun, me. At the moment.
Yes, at the moment. Madman looks like he's setting up for another run. He's got the fuel to do it by the looks of it.
Does the other time to get there though?
Yeah, he's crossing the... Madman's crossing the start line now. So he is now on his last run.
Oh, I don't think TLK will make the line again though. I think this is his last lap. He's going to be close. No, he won't make it. I don't think he will. 4, 3, 2, 1. No, he won't. 0. That's it. I don't know. Apparently he's 5th. I don't think he's 5th.
Well, Madman's shown as 9th, so I doubt it.
I doubt that very much.
But we will see.
If he only set a lap time and he is actually 9th, then KO's home and dry, effectively. Madman really needs to be on the front row.
Yeah, Madman... No, Madman's done a 22.4.
That's just about in front of
JB Troll.
JB Troll's improved.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, JB Troll was only a reserve.
Very stable. Very, very stable, actually. Maybe too stable. Look a little bit understeery. Looks like he's got a lot of air on it.
Over the line, and he does something.
Second. I saw a 2.
Yeah. I love how the cars just go and park up.
I don't understand that. It's still half a second off though.
Yeah, so KO is half a second on pole, 21.9, Madman, and then JB Troll. Michael C got snuck into 4th in the Haas. And then TLK 5th, Matey Boy 6th, that's a good lap. Putterland down in 7th. White 8th, Artman 9th.
Yeah,
3 thousandths. Yeah, Artman 9th, and we presume J19 10th, but we'll see what the game does.
Right, I need to get the time ready, don't I?
Yes, I've got it set already.
Oh, well done. More organised than me.
Yeah, and obviously I have to give Mr. Whiteside the message when to go, because we can't press go to race anymore.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Rain!
Oh, it's raining!
Heavy rain!
Uh-oh.
Right, where's the form book? Give it here. Bye! Right, there we go. Bye! Don't need you anymore. Bye! Bye! Right. Now. I think KO's in a little bit of stum. Because if he has got loads of oversteer, and so is JB Troller for that fact as well, they are going to struggle.
They are indeed.
Who would you put? Oh, I don't know now. This is going to be interesting.
Well, this is probably a nice position for us to be in. We're now in a position where we're commentating on the race and we have no idea.
Exactly. Neither do they, because they haven't done any wet running.
4 minutes to go.
I'm just going to go and get some water. I'll be back in like 20 seconds.
Okie dokie. Well, we have still got all 18 drivers on the grid. J19 did manage to get back in, but we have no idea where he is on the grid. And oh, well, I can check race director, which is handy. No, J19 is at the back in P18. And they're all shown as being on intermediate. That does not look like intermediate weather to me. But apparently, they're all intermediate. That, I'm sorry, that does not look like intermediate weather to me. And this is literally on the crossover, which would be another interesting aspect to it if that is the case. Two minutes to go. I wonder how these guys will be feeling on the grid now. First race of the season. Slight delay as a result of the restart of the qualifying, but we're only it's about 15 minutes behind schedule. So nothing too out of the ordinary. Who knows? Who knows?
Hello.
Right, you're able to look at race director while we're in this position.
Yes.
J19 is at the back.
Right.
And race director is showing everyone on intermediates.
It doesn't look like intermediate.
No, I thought that when I saw that. It does not look like intermediate weather.
Well, I don't know, because this, if we was on 2016, this is heavy rain. But looking at the surface, it's intermediate.
Yeah. I wonder if it's on like that crossover kind of period between intermediate and potentially heavy rain. It might be a case that we only do a couple of laps and they're in for full wet. Could be an interesting little development there. We've got about 30-40 seconds to go before we give the instruction to press go to race. But we have got all 18 drivers on the grid.
Yes.
Which is good. It's good to see J19 back. It's a shame that he's at the back of the grid, but it might be good to see him come through. It might be a bit of a treat to see him coming through the field.
I guess he's actually lucky it is actually raining.
Yeah. He might get a lot of carnage in front of him, which might mean he might make a load of places. Right, I've sent the instruction to press goal, so hopefully we'll see.
Right, okay.
Hopefully we'll see Whiteside ready any moment now. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So we are 20 seconds away from the formation lap getting underway, and we'll be able to see the track conditions then.
Do you think anyone's going to do a risk and
What, full
starting?
wet? I doubt it. I doubt it. It's a bit of a, probably a bit too much of a gamble to do on the first. Right, so yeah, they're all looking like they're on intermediates. It's not. There's not really any stand. Oh no, TLK is on the full wet.
Another risk.
No one else appears to be though. And they're all doing a MotoGP formation lap of anything goes.
Of course.
Solman's already hit someone and is now back on the grid at Chase Reese. So those two are now on the grid. But it looks like TLK is the only. It doesn't actually, looking at it now, does it? It's not looking all wet weather, is it? There's not really puddles.
Wet weather, no.
So TLK, I'm afraid, you might find him falling down the field quite quickly
I don't know,
here.
because they had a delta, didn't they? Whoa!
Oh, we got a spinner.
The other
That's
thing was spun.
JB Troll, yes.
So, do you
But
want to retract your statement?
well, you did say he had a very, very loose rear end in the dry.
Yes.
So,
Well, the only thing that I can think that TLK's done is the fact that he's seen the delta is in, like, going towards the full wet.
maybe.
Maybe.
I've also noticed
It
that.
looks like Michael C's got no grip at all at the front.
I've also noticed TLK has also got a yellow fuel light. He's obviously under fuel that car as well.
It makes sense. Maybe it's a long wet race.
We'll see as they're coming up to the grid now. So we've got.
Looking forward to after this race.
Yeah.
The amount of people that are going to say, "I can't believe it's wet again for this game."
So, 18 cars on the grid, 17 of them on intermediates. TLK, the only guy on the full wets. We will see if that is a genius decision or not. As they're lining up on the grid. Hopefully the camera angle will be slightly bit better than what we got.
I think it does. I think it changes when it loads up. Yeah, there we go. Spotlight and
We're going.
all fairly steady. Ooh, hey.
Yeah, he just. Madman's got the jump. Madman's got the jump.
No, can't into the background. No, both of them gone wide. Everyone's gone wide into turn one.
How's TLK doing?
He's still there.
He's still there in P5. He's exactly where he was.
Oh,
KO's gone deep, as is JB Troll. So it's Madman from Michael C from TLK. TLK's not. Oh, that's Michael C. Oh god, these are very, very, very tricky conditions here. How are we looking back there? Putanan's sick. He's gained a position because of KO's run wide. KO's dropped down to 7th.
Oh, we've got 3 wide nearly coming up into the chicane. Good move from JB Troll.
Lots of spray back here. So far, very, very well behaved. Oh, this.
KO dropped down to 6th.
Oh, he's gained a position and he was 7th. Oh, we got 2 wide, Prenter and Whiteside into 10. Whiteside's wide. That's BK alongside him. Prenter's on the grass. The 2 Toro Rossos are there. Oh, that's Whiteside's off. Whiteside's off. TLK's up to 3rd, but he has got a bit of a train behind him.
J19 started last. He's now 9th.
It's an insanely good start.
I would like to see his start please.
There's
Unless he
no...
did start 10.
No, he didn't. He was 18. Race Director shows that. Oh, we've got a spinner.
He's now 8th, sorry.
There's a spinner. Who was that?
That might have been a Red Bull. Putzland, must have been. Yes, because Putzland I think is the only Red Bull in this race, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah, Callum is the other Red Bull driver, but he's can't make it today. Yeah, Putzland's now down to 11. Yes. Oh, that was getting tight back there. Didn't know who with because I couldn't tell by the spray. But oh, we got someone in the wall. I think there's someone in the wall back in the background. That might have been a
Matey
Rosso.
Boy's hard TLK for 4th. But Matey Boy's gone deep. Hang on, wasn't TLK 3rd?
Yeah, TLK's falling back down the field now. I think those full wets are starting to. Oh, there's
Matey Boy's wide.
Matey Boy's wide, so he's now back up to 4th. It's almost as if the intermediates have got the outright speed, but
not the grip.
not the grip.
overall.
As that's KO nearly losing the rear.
Again.
He's not liking these wet weather conditions. And they would have thought J19, who's now 8th, now 7th, he's just making a move on Matey Boy, is in the same group as KO after 2 laps. There he is. It's an insanely good start from J19 this. He's gained 11 places.
This is J19's best scenario.
Super spun!
Who survived?
Yep, he survived. And the rain does appear to
J19 survived, just about.
The rain does appear to be easing as well, wouldn't you say? A little bit.
I would agree with you.
So unfortunately TLK, where is he? Is he already... I think TLK might have actually... What?
No, TLK's still in front of... No,
Oh, he's still 4th. Yeah, he's still 4th. KO.
Where are the leaders anyway?
A long way up the road. Madman's
You
already...
say that, Michael C's keeping thereabouts.
Yeah, with Madman.
This is what happened in Malaysia. Michael C was very quick in the rain in Malaysia. Did our game test race.
We did. Yes, he was. KO's now got past TLK. TLK's...
TLK got?
He's down to 6th. He's just... I think he's literally been out-dragged out of turn 9.
But J19's also in front of him.
Yeah. J19 up to 5th. It's getting 13, please. Oh, KO again. Oh, KO
to answer your question from earlier, is KO using his traction control? No.
No.
No. J19 is.
Yep.
But that's totally allowed.
KO again? This could... I tell you what, Madman and J19 will be smiling here, seeing KO struggle.
J19 will want to get by that sideways Ferrari as quickly as humanly possible.
He's got a run off. Yeah, he might think about doing it this lap because I think KO is struggling to keep it on the road. He might try and just, just do it as quickly as possible. As soon as an opportunity arises, go for it. Because with that traction control, it is obviously helping him with a slightly more stable rear end. But the actual traction control doesn't give you... it's KO's... Oh, he's spinning it through the kink of 7. Jesus. That was he's had a few scary moments already this race to last the season.
Turn 11 and 12. No, survives.
He survives at this side, but it's out of here where he's had most of his scary moments. missed the apex.
Fine.
Well, no, you say that. It's almost as if he's being too vigorous with the throttle, and the rear is just not wanting. Yeah. Madman is just running away, but only by a couple of tenths a lap, though. You say Michael C is not being properly dropped, just in the distance. Where has TLK ended up?
Oh, KO again.
TLK has pitted now. He's in 17th on the intermediate.
It was worth a try.
It was worth a try. Okay.
It was worth a try.
Oh, J19 having his own moment there. Right.
Small breather.
Yeah.
What's happening behind?
So Matey
Madman's
Boys
already through turn 12.
Yeah. The two Williamses are doing brilliantly in 6th and 7th.
Oh, we have White versus Soups for 8th and 9th.
That's Dave 1025 behind them. Dave 1025's had a decent start.
And you say that they might have underfueled the car. Remember, 58 laps is 105 kilos.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
So, maybe not totally.
I think the person who's had...
White made a mistake. 10-10-5 up the inside.
Jace Reese is having a lot of difficulties at the back here.
That was BK, right? No, Blood and Sand and BK.
BK, yeah, BK is up to 13th. It's just past Blood and Sand.
Whiteside's 17th, I don't think he likes the rain.
No, him and Jace Reese appear to be struggling at the back. Because TLK's got onto the inters and instantly...
He's actually matching Madman now. I think. It was 3.2, it's now 3.2.
Oh, J19's right on the back of KO again. Coming up towards 11 and 12.
10, 11, 12. I think KO's struggling.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's
there you go. This must be it now. He's going to
J19.
go outside.
Yeah, he must get the run here.
No.
Ooh, KO shuts the door.
I think J19 backed out of it. Would he regret that?
Madman again, 41-3.
Oh, as KO loses it again. Turn 14. These guys are just dropping.
Oh, KO again!
No, he hasn't lost it. Just losing it with style.
He's thinking he's in a rallycross car at the moment.
He's dicing with depth, is that what you're saying?
Yes, he is. There's been a few too many moments already in this race, as I said earlier, to last a season. But he's done well to keep hold of it in fourth, but as you say, he's 21 seconds off the lead.
Who's actually behind J19 now?
It is Matey. It's still the two Williamses, a Matey Boy and Artman, with Puttel and Soups.
They are clear.
Yeah. Oh, Soups is deep. He's right behind Putteland. Putteland, Soups, Dave 1025 and White are all in a battle here for...
So, if the flag was put out now, I think Williams are leading the Constructors' Championship, aren't they?
No, because they're 6th and 7th. They only get... What's that? That's 14 points. 6th, so it's 8 and 6. So that's only 14 points. And the leader alone gets 25.
All Supes is gone.
Yeah, Supes has lost it, and that's allowed Dave 1025 through.
Dave 1025, 9.
Meanwhile, J19 still KO's wide again through 14.
What's the gap between the leaders now? 4.3. It's going up, but it's steadying quite. They've dropped JB Troller.
Yeah.
As he backs into turn 1.
But JB Troll is a full, near enough a full 10 seconds ahead of KO.
Yeah.
He's in a very, very, very safe third place at the moment. He's 10 seconds away from second and 10 seconds ahead of fourth. Very, very steady start to the race there for JB Troll, but it's doing him wonders. Michael C, as you say, is in touch. One error with maybe pitting a lap too early or too late for Madman, if they do end up on dry tyres, and that could be enough for Michael C to get in front. Oh, J19's gone. J19's dropped off the back of KO. He's had a moment. He's had a moment through 4 and 5, I think. He's now got Matey Boy not far off him.
I think the pace of J19 though should claw it back, and now that J19's actually got some clean air for once, we'll actually see what his pace is like.
I think he might have. He's very, very steady through.
I mean, that's what he was normally like behind
oh, is
KO.
it? Oh, is it? I did. Oh, he's locking up though. He's locking up though. I think he might have some wing damage. He might have a bit of wing damage, you know, because he's struggling all of a sudden.
Yes, I agree. I agree. That's too much damage. I agree.
I wonder if he's hit the back of KO. Yeah, he's boxing.
Yeah, boxing.
I wonder if he's hit the back of KO. Let's have a look at the. Oh my word! There's a lot of. J19 has got a stop go as well for corner cutting and gaining a place.
Huh.
And there's a few 3-second penalties out there.
Land up to 7. J19, Dave 1025 up to 8th. And all that hard work that J19 did, he now has to do it all over again. But he will now be on freshest Inters. Where's TLK actually? TLK is now 9th.
I'm afraid Mike Whiteside got 3 corner cuts on the opening lap. Oh, J19 spun, coming out the pits. He's done a Ralf Schumacher. No, he's kept it out of the barrel. Schumacher did as well. Actually, both of them did it that year.
Oh, no. I think no, because Schumacher Ralf did it because he was avoiding. Oh, he was avoiding, I want to say, Raikkonen? Oh, no,
he still spun. He still spun.
No, he was avoiding Raikkonen out the pit. No, alongside the pit. But Montoya did it, but actually as a racing lap.
Yeah, he wasn't coming out the pits, was he? Well, yeah, Schumacher was well 03. But he was coming out the pits. But anyway, J19 is now all to do again. He's now last but 1 with P17.
Did you say that KO was 10 seconds behind JB Troller?
He was initially.
Or are you just rounding out? Are you just rounding it up?
No, it was literally like 9.8.
It's now 7.
Okay, maybe KO's no longer having to look in his rear view mirror or in his side mirrors. He's actually now able to concentrate on
He's catching his teammate.
Michael C's now 6.1, 6.2.
Oh my God, here we go.
Oh no, made that 3.6. Madman's made a mistake. Madman's made a mistake in sector 2 on this lap because Michael C's half the gap in sector 2 this lap.
Madman's... Can I bring your attention to 7th, 8th and 9th?
Uh-oh, okay. Puttaland, oh dear God, yeah, okay.
They were 3 wide a minute ago.
Puttaland, Dave turns around. TLK's come through the field quite nicely.
This is what I'm saying. It seems like TLK's got quite a lot of pace.
Yeah.
But
he's just ended up out of position by the unfortunate choice of tyres at the start. And I believe it stopped raining. It has stopped raining.
No, has it stopped raining? You sure? Yes,
I think it has stopped raining. And TLK's going round the outside. Oh, contact!
Bang.
That's wheel to wheel, but TLK might have suffered wing damage on the wall.
He should be through now.
He's through.
Oh, nearly sideswiped from day 1025 there on the way back.
Oh, nearly on. Oh, okay.
I think they.
One of them may have damage, if not both. TLK looks like he's fine. See, all of a sudden looks like he's. They're both going round again. It might be worth doing so anyway because it stopped raining, so it might not be long before they go onto the dries.
Let's have a look at this lead gap. Has the gap gone back out a little bit, or is it still around the same?
KO is now 4 seconds behind JB Troll.
Yeah, so I was right.
And Michael C, yeah, the gap has gone out again. He's lost a second in a lap.
Yeah.
So, although because he's now back in touch again for a potential pit stop error. And don't forget as well, round here, speed limit's 37 miles an hour for the pit lane limiter.
But
so
it's only a 5 second add on to the time.
What? Sorry.
It's only a 5 second penalty though, not a drive-through.
I'm not on about that. I'm just on about.
I'm on about if they got.
Oh, if they got speeding. Oh no, it can be. It can be.
Okay, again trying to go around the outside.
It can be a drive-through if they're if they're speeding too much. It can become a drive-through if they go too fast.
Okay, got a good run now. 1 Puttaland out of 12.
Up the inside for 13. He's got.
He should be through.
Yeah, he's got it. Up to P7. Where's Matey Boy? Matey Boy just. Oh, Artman's passed his teammate. The Williams are swapped rounds.
Right, so J19's now 14, a minute and 60 knots. Who's the next person in front of him? BK. Prenter and White are together. So not a very good showing from the Bogey so far.
No.
Very strong start. Has KO now caught up to the back of JB Troll? Yes.
Yes, he has.
That's still sideways.
I think we're getting to a point where those tyres are now starting to feel a little bit, well, second-hand, and the fact that it's obviously drying out now quite quickly as he blatantly cuts the corner there, KO. But he's 20, even with that mistake that Madman made earlier on, he's still now 24 seconds off the lead as KO.
So the gap went out, but it hasn't gone out as...
KO's
DRS has been deactivated. DRS has been activated.
Yeah, JB Troll's in. He's gone straight away.
They're thinking of the 16 regs or things,
Yeah.
aren't they? What tyres is this going to
They're
be?
softs.
Soft.
Interesting.
That's an interest. Okay.
Okay.
All eyes on this. All eyes on this now.
Yeah, let's
He's the only
see.
one to have done it.
No one else. Yeah, no one else has come in yet. Let's see how he does come in. Can he fire them up? There's the two Williams. So he's only dropped down to P6. Can he fire them up? Oh, oh. The two Williams are side by side up ahead though. But it'll be interesting to see if he can catch the Williams up on this lap. That'll be the... And it looks like he's a little bit slippery, but he looks like he's gaining already.
You sure?
Potentially. It looks like you just got to get him up to temperature because he's now looking.
Watch the gap is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
48.2.
The more important thing, will anyone else?
Look at the lead.
No, he's gone round again. Madman, Michael C are both going round.
What about KO?
KO's not there yet.
Right, so it was 48.2, it's now 47.9.
Yep.
The JB Troll has actually done this right.
KO is boxing. He's been very slow this lap.
Hang on, he took a very late entry to the pit lane there. He went across the yellow bit.
The problem that JB Troll's now got is he's now stuck behind two Williams on inters and he can't get by in this section.
Oh, KO's on supers.
Both Williams are in, so they're stacking.
And that's a communication.
Yep, that's a communication error. So Matey Boy's going to lose out.
What's the gap now going to be?
47.2. He's still gained despite being stuck behind the Williams. This will be the important one now. He's got DRS. He's hit the wall. That might be wing damage.
That probably will be. But now, right, okay, we've now got an interesting race now. KO was 24 seconds behind Madman. It's now dry.
Yeah.
Can he now catch it? We should catch him up. Question is, how quickly?
Oh, Madman struggling around turn 15 and he's in. And there's Michael C. What tyres do they go for? Madman looks like it's super soft. It is super soft for Madman.
It's probably because he saw what the
super soft for Michael C as well. JB Troll got it to 46.5 on the last sector.
Everyone seems to be on the dries now, but all in differing
tyres.
Yeah. We've got supers and softs. It's like no one.
Artman's on the Ultra.
White's is spun.
JB Troll 39.4.
It's still not there or thereabouts.
No.
J19 is on the Ultras.
Yeah, so's Artman. Gap's 27 seconds for KO.
That wasn't Michael C, was it? Michael C's leading.
Madman's made another error. Now,
he nearly got Michael C nearly got sideswiped by the Toro Rosso when he was
Soul
lapping
Man?
him. Yeah, nearly got sideswiped.
I wonder if Madman got affected by Soul Man as well. But yeah, we have now a new leader. The rookie, Michael C, is now leading this Grand Prix.
Now, right, KO's still behind JB Troller. The gap is 20.7, so that gap has actually
it's
come down.
It's come down by 4 and a bit from before they pitted. So it's about 24, wasn't it?
Catching Michael C quite quickly. It was 1.2. It's now
half a second. It's 0.6. It's half the gap. It's Jace de Rees. 39.0. Interesting.
It's funny because the lead is now going up the lapped traffic.
JB KO 34.8.
It's going to change all the time.
Yep.
So they suddenly found 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That Jace de Rees time. That must be Michael White. That might be Michael Whiteside getting out of the way because like the
BK
there. Was it BK? Is it?
No, it was Whiteside. Sorry, it was Whiteside. Sorry.
I think we're about to see
Oh, man was so close to the wall.
Madman's got no arrow on, it looks like, or Michael's got a lot of arrow on, I can't tell. But we're coming up to a Mercedes to be lapped, so I hope it's not J19. That would really, really compound his race.
Well, it is. It's both Mercs.
Oh,
They're coming up to.
yeah, that.
It's both
That's
Mercedes
not-
they're coming up to. J19 is ahead of his teammate, but they're both. Oh, and that's White spun. So that's one of the Mercs dealt with. How's KO doing? KO.
Oh, hello, Madman's going to make a move for the lead.
With DRS.
Madman through.
Oh,
contact.
There was a touch there.
Madman letting him through again, he is.
Yeah, he has let him through. Very gentlemanly there.
I think it's because he might have thought that he let him through, maybe.
Even to be fair though,
Maybe.
Madman did look like he cut the corner. I wonder if the game was doing him for a gaining position while cutting the corner. Potentially, he had to give the place back. He did look like he cut turn one. Could be a potential part of that. Anyway, he's got he's going for it again. Is he? No. It shouldn't take him long to get by. He's clearly got the pace over Michael C. Depends where can he. Matey Boy does a 30. Matey Boy does a 31.8.
Nowhere.
I wonder where he ended up, because he would have been held up by the fact that both Williams. He's still sixth. So he didn't actually lose any positions. He just lost time because he had to stack behind his teammate.
Where are the third and fourth?
Oh, Salman's. There's our first. There's our first retirement of the day.
Still hasn't got by. This is interesting. The lead, the third and fourth are quickly catching the leaders.
Oh, blimey! Yes, they are. Okay.
Madman's still stuck behind Michael C. And they
KO
set the number
29.1.
two fastest laps.
Yeah, those two are the quickest two on the track.
But what's interesting, isn't JB Troll on softs
He is indeed.
and the rest around him are on supers?
Yes.
Kind of sets him up for the rest of the race, doesn't it?
Should
That
do.
sort of pace.
Yeah, it should do quite nicely. He's looking very strong. If he can do that pace on the soft tyre. And they are hoping, those two, that Madman takes a good few laps to actually get past this Michael C. Because that was close. Because the longer it takes, the quicker they catch.
Solman crashes or brake duct.
Let me guess, out 11 and 12.
And Solman left us enough time for his car
Yeah.
to disappear and then
So we have not got any yellow flags, no safety car. Unaffected, that's good.
Close. Okay. Oh, Madman got a poor exit out of
J19 is
28.6,
Oh.
28.1.
28-1 from Madman, but I think those two in
Where
third
are
and
those-
fourth
where's third and fourth? Third and fourth.
are coming around the last corner now. So there's only not much more than the pit straight in length, gap-wise now. There was a 28-1. Oh, they don't. They lost a bit of time. It's now 16.7 again.
Okay, because what's that to
That's
JB Troll?
JB Troll.
Right, okay, she was 17 seconds dead to Madman, to KO, sorry.
It's about the same then, so they're not gaining. Old Madman's close.
Madman got a good run, Madman got a good
Michael
run.
C's gone defensive.
Michael's defensive. That's going to be slow on the exit though.
Yeah, he's going to get the run through here, up the inside. Oh, wheel banging.
Morning! Side by side, going through the limit.
Oh my good grief, Michael C's hung it out.
But bad exit though through 12.
Oh,
But he's still got the inside line. He's still. That's gonna kill me. Oh, it's still going. God.
Oh, good
No,
move
Madman's
from
done it.
Madman.
But,
Can Michael C come straight back out? Oh, TLK's gone.
TLK's gone. But Michael C.
Yellow flags in the last corner.
They did out the final.
Yeah, there he is.
There.
Right, okay.
Michael C. now has DRS. On Madman this time. It won't be in turn 1, the braking distance
Turn
is too
3.
short.
I was thinking more
I
of.
think it's too far back.
Yeah, he's
too far back.
dropped back now. I had a little thought there. Oh, KO's now 3rd. KO's past JB Troll.
So he is. I'm surprised they lost that little time through all that battling. You'd think they'd have lost a lot more than that they did.
Yeah.
Right, so Madman's back in the lead again. There's now half a second. Can Michael Z keep up with them when they attack the lap traffic?
Just ahead of these two battling, yeah, the two battling lap traffic is BK and J19 for P11.
J19 does not want to be lapped.
But he's on the ultras, so he's going to have to pit before the leaders anyway. So he will get laps, but he'll...
I think everyone will have to be boxed again anyway.
Well, yeah, well, J19 will get laps, but then should be able to unlap himself when the leaders pit, assuming he doesn't have any problems. Oh, he's looking up the side of J19. Round the outside of BK, round the last turn. He's done him.
That's brave.
Yeah, I think he wanted to do that because he doesn't want to get the hats. He's got DRS as well. Madman does a 26.9. Oh yeah, he's blocked him. I can see in the background there.
Still blocking. Still blocking. There we go.
Unfortunately, J19 looks like he's about to get lapped now. KO 26.8. So KO is still the quickest guy on the track. J19 does not want... Oh, he's been lapped now. Unfortunately, J19 has been lapped now.
Well, it depends. If J19 keeps up with Madman...
Can he help himself get through the field, do like a Verstappen at Monaco?
Or he, well, not even that, he could unlap himself.
It'll be interesting to see. His tyres will start going off quicker because he's on the Ultras, J19.
What's the gap now for KO? KO is now 16.6, so it's hardly moved.
It has hardly moved.
He's now dropped JB Troll. Hartman's still 5th. Mayboy's still 6th.
Two Williams was having a steady race.
Dave 10.25 8. Stoops 9. Trent at 10. J19 11.
Yeah.
And 11. It seems like the top 2 and 3 and 4, if you could just about, are the closest together. Everyone else is really split apart.
Yeah, by the looks. Although, no, you got Whiteside and White, 13th and 14th, battling it out.
Oh, Kara's taking time out. 16.4. At that rate, will he catch the leader? He's still got 36 laps to go. 2 tenths a lap? No. 5 laps for a second? No, he won't catch him.
He needs to gain more. Obviously, there will be another pit stop in this.
Yes.
JB Troll, maybe not. Don't know how long those softs last. Yeah, he'll be too far off. But the guys on the supers and the ultras will have to box again, I believe.
And now KO has to lap freeway.
Oh! I think what happened there, White, who was actually in front of Whiteside, was getting the blue flag. So he moved out of the way, which actually initially allowed Whiteside through, and then Whiteside had let the Ferrari through, and then they ended up back where they were.
But KO lost a lot of time through that. He lost about 8 tenths.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, yeah, he caught them at a really
awkward moment.
Awkward moment, yes, I think is the best way of describing that. Madman is now 3.6 seconds in the lead. But again, Michael C is not being dropped off massively. Michael C's keeping himself in touch.
Well, what's the gap?
17.3 to KO.
3.6 though to Madman. 3.9. Madman's clearing off again.
Battles out there. The two Williams aren't a million miles apart, and they're on different tyres. They're only 4.5 seconds apart, and they're on different tyres. Puts land again about 6 or so seconds behind Matey Boy.
Madman's just about to lap his teammate. Where are we actually lapped up to now? 9th?
Soups is 9th, so yeah, he'll be. A top 8 will be.
We're not even half distance yet.
Not even half distance, and yeah, the likes of Dave 1025 is only crossing the start line now, with Artman in 5th, only coming through to the end of sector 1. So I reckon we could have the top 4 at this rate on the lead lap. As White has now got Blood and Sands behind him, battling for P13-14. Whiteside's dropped off. Whiteside is now 16th and last. Jay Cerise is 15th.
See that?
What?
Yeah, Carrot just took 6/10 out of Madman in the final sector.
Wow.
It wasn't like he was lapping people.
No, yeah, Madman has lapped his teammate already.
Shall we have a look at, since we've got a bit of a quiet situation here, shall we have a look at who's got what?
Penalty wise, yeah, might as well.
Madman's got 1.
Oh, Michael C nearly losing it from 12.
Kyle's got 1. The Control's got 1. Artman's got 1 warning.
Oh wow, fair play.
Nightboy's got 1. Goodland 1. Dave Temple 1. Stoops 1. 19, 1. Everyone seems to have 1. 1. BK got 1. White's got 1. Has anyone got 2? Yeah, oh god, yes. Blood and Sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Wow, okay.
Jay Cerise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Whiteside's got 1, 2. TLK's got 1.
Well, TLK's out.
And Salman's got 1, so no more left.
Yeah, Whiteside's the last runner on the road. So there's no point looking at TLK and Salman, they're out. So 6 was, did you say, for Jay Cerise, was it?
Yes.
Okay. He's at risk of disqualification if he ain't careful.
DSQ.
Which I believe he also suffered at Spa last season in that epic race. I think he was one that...
he also had it at one of the last ones, didn't he?
Yeah, he's had it on a few occasions. His disqualification was actually the reason why we had that late safety car at Spa, which caused that 4-lap sprint.
JB Troll's 24 off now. He's 7 behind KO.
KO's 17 and a half off the leader now, so that gap's going up and down.
But only 10 behind Michael C now.
Michael C's being held up by White. No, J19, sorry. J19's not moving out of the way.
But which team is actually doing the best?
J19 now moving out of the way. So you've got McLaren first and 9th. You've got Ferrari 3rd and 11th.
That's 2nd and 2nd.
Yeah.
David Troll 4, Positive 4. Artman.
Oh, the Williams 5th and 6th. Puttaland's Red Bull
Still
7.
not as much as McLaren will get, though.
No. You got Toro Rosso 8. Mercedes 10. So McLaren with first and ninth.
Then you've got two Williams.
Yep.
Actually, would it be Williams or Ferrari?
8, 6, 14. No, it'd be Ferrari. And then it would still be Force India third. Oh no, JB Troll, sorry, fourth. So yeah, it'll be then Ferrari and then Williams. Because KO on his own will still outscore the Williams where they 5th and 6th or 6th and 7th?
Oh no!
Oh no, they're 5th and 6th, so they're 18 points now. I was thinking they're still 6th and 7th.
It will be a tie between Haas and Williams.
Yes, it will be.
So Ferrari will be 4th. If J19 doesn't do fastest lap, that was like KO.
Well, kind of in J19, he let Michael C through that lap, so that must have been KO. I wasn't looking too fair. 15.5, yeah, he took 2 seconds.
Well, remember, KO was easily the quickest in a qualifying trip.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder
whether
if
or not he's been
get-
saving a little bit of fuel or something, and
he's now just going
he's
for it.
now going for it now, and then as the fuel load's going down, as we now very nearly half distance.
Well, he is now he's now within 7 and a bit seconds off Michael C.
It's weird, the gap just keeps going up and down all the time. He lost 2 tenths in that middle section. So, I don't know what's going on there.
The Madman continues to lead.
Yes, well this is it. Well, we asked the question at the start of qualifying, has Madman sorted his issue out? Yes, he has.
Yes, he certainly has. From the test races, he had brilliant quali pace, but then his race pace was it was awful.
He had no balance.
Yeah, it just had no stability, no balance, no confidence in the car. But now
Why
he's...
is your... Sorry, just moving on. I've just noticed something. Michael C's still got fuel light on. It's going on and off all the time.
It's going on and off, so he's right on the 0. There it goes on again. So yeah, so he's fluctuating with his fuel, obviously.
We can't go any quicker, really.
No. KO's now over
KO's
16
now
seconds.
losing time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with that gap, but...
All the two Williams are now... The two Williams are now nose to tail. Again. Matey boy's got DRS and is now looking to make a move on Artman. Don't take each other out. Oh, Puttaland's gone. Ooh, and he was 8.
He wasn't a point.
He was 8 or 9th. Yeah, he was in the back end of the top 10.
So who does that promote now?
Oh, the likes of Day 1020. I'll put Prenter into a point
No, it won't. Oh, yes it will.
eventually. Likes of J19 Suits. Dave 1025, I think.
I think he went out in turn 13, it looks like.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
He's had a spin out of 13.
BK is now 11th. Half decent from Renault. White will be 13th as he going side by side with a Sauber, Dave Blood and Sands.
They've been at it for the last 5 laps or so now. The two Williams are going side by side into 11 and 12.
Do they survive though?
Yeah, Matey Boy backs out of it. But these two
Michael
are
C's
very...
now 10 seconds behind. KO's 6 seconds now behind Michael C.
Yellow flags
And
are now
has
gone
got
from...
the green pit light on his dash.
Puttaland's car's now gone.
KO nearly
Oh,
loses it.
Matey Boy's just pushed his teammate out of the way. Matey Boy went into the back of his teammate through turn 14 and purely punted him out of the way. And ironically, he got DRS as well because there's detection points between 13 and 14. But the problem is, Matey Boy might have some wing damage as a result of that.
Hit him because he's been told to.
Madman and Michael C have also all got the pit light.
Maybe it's just a generic.
Maybe it's just the predicted life of the tyres based on the engineering. For the super soft, they all pitted around the same time.
They pitted like 15-ish, didn't they?
Let's have a look. Madman was one of the last to pit. He pitted at the end of 14. Michael C was at the end of 14. KO was at the end of 13. Yeah, so KO was a lap before.
So KO's on 17 laps.
And they're already getting... Oh, his pit light's gone out again.
No, it's still on.
It's off
KO's
for me.
still on.
They've gone off for me now.
Then.
Yep.
Nice, we sorted that out. Two Williams are going side by side again.
I don't know if these two are communicating, so obviously they held each other up in the pits. But I think Artman would be a little bit unhappy with the way that Matey Boy got by in there. Because Artman pits. Anyway, so he was on the Ultra. He was on...
damage.
No, because he was hit from behind. And so he won't have damage, he's just on the Ultra, so I reckon he's just used up his tyres. He's now going on to the Supers.
So, will that get him on the end?
28 laps? Maybe. He's a lap down, don't forget.
Oh, J19 did.
And he was also on the Ultras.
He did just overtake Supers.
And he's going on the Supers as well.
No, Supers, yes. So that'll promote BK up to a level 10.
No, Prent has only come around the last corner now, so he might fall behind the Ferrari. Yes, he will. There, so J19 will come out P10, sorry. So just in front of BK, who's on the soft, and his pit light is on behind. So yeah, it's a bit off there. All the pit lights have come back on again for the likes of Madman, Michael C, and KO on my screen.
Oh, hello.
Oh, who was that?
That was KO. KO and Michael C are in the same shot now.
They are in the same shot. They're only, 1.5 seconds apart.
They're lapping the two Williams. Oh no, they're lapping Artman up.
That's Artman who's just boxed. As KO nearly loses the rear again from 13.
Hello, Marquez.
Right, so KO... They're both going around again, but he's eating into... Oh, brushing with the wall.
Without damage to car.
If anything, it was the rear of the car he brushed, wasn't it?
He hasn't
It
damaged
looked
anyway.
like no. So he's now deep on the brakes again. It's almost as if when he gets close to battling with someone, he gets ragged.
I think he's just trying too hard.
Oh, he gets a wiggle on through 5. Took too much curb. Actually, some of the
He
grass
has to get
through
by
5.
Supes quite quickly.
Suits,
not Suits.
Michael C.
Michael C. Oh, hello.
And he
That
might
was a
get
good
him
run.
here. Yeah, Michael C had a bad run through.
No,
Not enough of
overlap.
Michael C was slow out there though.
So he can use, KO can use whatever engine mode he wants.
Michael C can't.
Oh, Michael C took a tighter line with 12.
He's going to defend the inside line again. Oh, KO's forced him. He's forced the gap.
He's through.
Does he get it slowed down? Yes, he just about. He's through.
Just.
Ooh, and Michael C's wide. Unfortunately for Artman, he wants to push to try and get with his teammate, but he can't because he's got these things battering off around him. Who's that in the pits?
I don't know. It's definitely not.
It's not Madman.
Can't be man. No. I think that there's white side. I thought that might have been.
J19 is now on the back of JB Troll. But obviously to try and unlap himself. JB Troll's now starting to struggle on those softs by the looks of it. BK is now into the top 10, by the way.
Yeah.
He's just lapped his teammate.
I think White pitted.
White has obviously pitted. Oh, hello, what's going on here? Got Dave 1025 and Blood and Sands battling into turn 1. P12.
Dave 1025 he must be coming back from the field because he must have bowled.
Yeah, he might, yeah, we've had a few obviously pit.
Oh, and also Dave 1025 was on the ultra softs. That will also help.
Yes, that will, but that surely means he'll be pitting again. We can't get to the end on those, surely. 25 laps.
Oh, we now hit the back of White.
So he'll be probably pitting again anyway. He's damaged his wing.
That's getting all. That's making a gap. Rather than passing on the grass, pretty much. Very nearly. The
How far
lead
behind?
is going down. Half
BK.
a second was out on that lap.
Can I point out, BK is right on the back of Prancer, P9.
The leader is coming to lap the 5th place Williams.
With Matey Boy, okay. I'm keeping an eye on this battle here, BK and Prancer, because
Dave 1025 is now past White. And will quickly catch the leader. Will quickly catch the battle for 10th.
yeah, the Prancer BK battle, which is just going through turns 5 now. Any more battles out there? Out there. JB Trolls. Still got J19 right behind him. KO 16.1 off the lead. Blood and Sands not far off the back of White. Oh, BK has let his teammate through. BK has let his teammate unlap himself.
Weird move.
Yeah, White side is quicker at the moment on the ultra soft. He's about to try and unlap himself on Prancer as well. Oh, easy as he tries doing a Dave 1025 and force a gap.
Michael T's now been dropped. Quite convincingly.
I wonder if he's now starting to struggle on those sides.
That will be a case of battle for podium now. Who will
The problem
be
of yeah, Whiteside's had to let his teammate back through it again. I was just about to say the problem Whiteside's got, unless he unlapped himself on Prancer quickly, he's going to be getting blue flags off his teammate, and he'll be at risk of getting penalties. So there's no point trying to unlap himself on BK unless he knows he can get past Prancer quickly. This battle between Blood and Sands and White is still ongoing for P12. KO is now 15.1.
He took another half second at the final sector.
Oh, BK's retired. BK's just had a crash somewhere. No safety cars as of yet. J19 does the quickest lap of the race. Have you noticed that on this game? Safety cars seem less frequent as a result of crashes.
Well, that's good for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't. I was just pointing out something in comparison to the previous game.
Well, so, just to catch up, Supers is now 7. J19, after his completing a mare of a race, is now 8th.
Prenton
now
9,
9.
Dayton 25 up to 10. That's got
Yeah,
BK's
catching up quite quickly.
Yeah, that's 5 seconds. That will get eaten into that gap.
KO now under 15 behind. 20 laps to go. Now thereabouts. 14.7, so there's another 4 tenths.
These guys will need to pit one more time at some point, but can they go far enough where they can use the Ultra? Sort of for the last stint.
It's going to get tight at the end. It'll all come right, all come down to penalties, believe it or not.
And I'm just thinking, if it does come down to the Ultra Soft, does that... Go on, sorry.
We thought that Madman might, or KO, or after the rain, we would have thought Madman would run away. But KO was, if it was dry, we would have thought KO would have run away.
Yeah.
But
I'm just thinking,
sorts of illegals here.
if they get far enough where if they have to pit again, which I'm pretty sure they will have to, and end up using the Ultra, will that favour KO? So he seems to have the ultimate single lap sort of quali style pace as he continues to cut turn 12. He's got to be careful there.
I think this game's quite lenient with turn 12, so that's half the thing. You've got to try and learn where you can't cut.
Don't forget, we still have that rule of not exploiting areas in the game that unfairly gains you an advantage. So even if you are able to cut there, you're not meant to. The game allows you to cut there, you shouldn't. Yeah, it's just fluctuating between the same 4 tenths almost. Between 15.1 and 14.7.
What's the gap? I'm trying to keep an eye on this gap between JB Troll and Michael C.
It's 14.
Now 14 seconds.
Michael C's gone through the... J90 does another fastest lap of the race. Is it raining? Am I seeing rain?
Yes. No. Yes, you are.
It's raining!
Round 1. Goodbye. Right, there you go.
Maybe that's why they're extending the stint.
Brenton's in.
Already, no, that's too early. That's too early for his Ultras, so unfortunately just...
White's in.
And that's Supers. And that's Blood and Sands in as well. And he was on the soft tyre. And he's going on the Supers. And he's got to stop go as well for his Blood and Sands. Because his team waited 5 seconds before doing anything.
Oh, hello.
And he's still come out.
No, hang on. Madman's just been taken out. By Prenter.
Oh, by Prenter. Prenter's come out of the pits and he's hit him.
I saw a Ferrari hitting Madman. I thought that might have been KO.
But no, well,
it wasn't.
KO's coming through turn 3 now though.
A slight. I just caught the middle of it, and I'm thinking I just swapped to KO's position, thinking, oh my god, is that KO? But
KO is that gap was 14.3, is now 6.7.
Yeah.
He's now probably thanking Prenter because ironically it's the other Ferrari that's taken out Madman, but
oh yeah, of course we've got the first FIA meeting
Tuesday potentially.
Yeah, there'll be no potentially after this.
Well, yeah, depends if they recorded, because obviously we didn't catch it. You just caught the back end of it.
I caught the very end of it.
You caught the end of it.
I caught the moment of impact.
And there's Prenter allowing his teammate through.
I caught the moment of impact between the two cars. But Prenter did let Madman back through again.
Yeah, he did. Well, he was being lapped anyway.
Yeah. Both the leaders go round again.
Michael C is now 12 and a half ahead of JB Troll. Matey Boy a long way back in 5th. We're talking a minute 11 seconds. But Artman's still 6th. The 2 Williams still holding on there. J19 7th. Soup's in 8th. And Soup's not far behind J19 by the looks of it. We're only talking a couple of seconds. J1025 in 9th, and Jay Steries has come out of nowhere into P10.
JB Troller's 12 behind Michael C.
We're down to 14 runners.
Now, I don't know if J19 will be pleased with his ranking, but I think, looking at his pace at the start of the race, I don't think he'll mind.
I don't think he'll mind, but unfortunately he is a lap down still, isn't he?
Yeah, but so it's up to 5th though.
Yeah, but 5th. Oh, White's
He's
gone.
only up the road.
There's another
5th is
retirement.
only a few seconds up the road anyway. Mayboy in
Oh yeah, it's only talking a couple of
14
seconds off.
in front.
There's White, he's lost it out of 12 as well.
He's the first one of 12. So, it took 38 laps for someone to crash and turn 12.
I thought Soulman crashed through there, to be honest.
No, he came in, no, he was out the pink
Oh, was he? Okay.
after.
Now we've seen on this game it's more realistic in terms of it varies the length of time it takes for the track to actually get wet.
Oh, KO spun! No, KO went deep into just out of the second again. Back with the drifty Ferrari again. Now Madman will be running away with the lead again.
Yeah, 7.2. The conditions are now favouring Madman again, aren't they?
Yeah.
As KO nudges the wall. 10.8. 10. Oh, hang on. JB Troll though, surely, he will struggle the most in these conditions. He's on the hardest of the tyres, as he's now 10.2 behind Michael C.
J19's number 6. So we got off what runner now? Yes, we do, mate.
Oh, Matey Boy's. No, not Matey Boy. He's still on.
Yeah, Matey Boy.
He's on Super Softs on my screen.
He's on Indus on my screen.
Oh, Codemasters!
Matey Boy, you looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking at Matey Boy. He's on Super Softs on my screen.
Oh, it's on Indus.
I can see on the race director he's on Inters, but out on the track he's on Supers.
Well, your game's wrong. Ignore him. Well, we know it's definitely.
Oh, and he's just been punted off by Dave 1025. That was.
No, what happened there? Matey Boy was going sideways, already through turn 12, and lost his momentum, and he's just got tagged at the end of it with Dave 1025. Only problem is, would he have survived?
Oh, KO's on Inters. KO's.
Looking at the performances though, I wouldn't.
No, he's
say
got
they're
Michael.
great.
He's got Michael
Well,
C.
then Michael C's just gone on the grass,
Yeah,
so
he's got Michael C right behind him,
Or was right behind him, but it looks like it's on that crossover again now. I think the Inters might
we'll have a look at
just. What does Madman do? He's in. Madman's in as well.
covering him off, I think.
Yeah. Get that slowed down. He does indeed.
Yeah, it was. The cow just took 3/10 out of. Oh, you catch it. There we go. Do a fishtail out of 12.
Madman's already left his pit box.
Cow's only just coming through turn 13
Yeah.
sideways.
Madman's in turn 1 now.
Oh, cow spun.
Oh, he has. He's down into P4. He spun it in 14.
13.
14. Well, he's in turn 15 now. So he was coming out of 14.
Oh, no.
Right, so KO's chance for the win looks to have gone.
Well, I think it went when it rained.
J19 is now
Maybe
5th.
Troll's in.
Artman's pitted well. J19's still out there and he's now P5. And
JB Troll is in front of Michael C.
so he
I
is.
wonder.
Oh, Michael C.
If Michael C has to take evasive action.
Maybe, because yeah, he's just come out of the pits himself. J19 P5. Matey
On
boy.
Super still.
Matey boy is still shown as being on supers on my screen. P8. So everyone else is absolutely fine on my screen, apart from Matey boy for some reason.
Blood and Sands is in. Why don't know? 30. Probably. Maybe it's the last one.
Yeah, it's 13 runners.
KO's. Oh, of course he's spun, didn't he?
KO's second.
Now,
Again,
can
yep.
JB Troller, who was quicker than KO in the wet, catch
Catch
KO
him.
the second?
And what about Michael C? He wasn't bad in the wet earlier either.
He's not over yet. Oh, Michael C's got a lot more confidence than JB Troll through 11 and 12, and this actually helps Michael C's fuel situation as well.
Yeah, it does.
Even though it is still
KO
yellow.
has no confidence whatsoever.
J19 is going round again.
What lap times is he doing? He's doing 34. He's just on a 38 that lap, but he was 34, then a 32, so he's quickly losing time. Where the leaders... Oh, the leader's doing a 46! Was that his out lap? That was his out lap.
Well,
We'll see
yeah,
what...
yeah, because J19 just lost 3/10 in the middle sector to the leader.
Yeah. So it is intermediate
So it
conditions now.
might actually be beneficial for J19 with that battle of his department to stay out.
If he can hold on. Where is Artman in comparison?
He's going through turn 12.
And J19's going through 15. J19's boxing, so he's just blown your theory.
Well, it depends if he's staying out. I don't know where.
J19 going on to Winters.
BK's left.
Yeah, he crashed out earlier. Oh, day 1025's gone. Another one.
But the gap between JB Troll and KO's 10 seconds. And it's about 10 seconds to Michael C as well. We've got 14 to go.
Out of all of this, somehow Madman's ended up with over a half a minute lead.
Yeah. Well, Madman hasn't really. Well, imagine if he didn't get taken out by normal Prenter. By Prenter. Very
By
helpful
Prenter.
It's very helpful they're now not in the
The
same,
same league, yes. We can just call him Prenter. Yeah. Oh, JB Troll's losing the rim. Michael C is only 7 seconds behind JB Troll.
And so Michael C is the quickest of the second. That was close from JB Troll.
Yes, he's...
Michael C took 3 seconds out of JB Troll, he took 3 seconds out of KO.
Yeah, he's 18 seconds. I think it is. Between...
If he took 3 seconds a lap out of KO, then...
Yes, easy.
Oh, yes! JB Troll's is in the grass, out of turn 12.
Yep, Michael C will be passing him in a few laps time, not careful.
Michael C's got so much more confidence. Michael C's doing the same sort of lap times as the leader.
Yeah. Let's see this lap. Let's see what the gap is to the leader from Michael C. It was 54.7. There's JB Troll just ahead of him. His fuel light is still on. Though. The gap was 54.7 to 54.5. It's 2 tenths quicker than the leader in that last sector.
KO's on the grass at a turn 3.
Was that J19 who unlapped himself there? There was, yeah. So J19 is 1 car away from unlapping himself. And he's only 4 seconds behind Artman in P5. So there's a nice battle there for him for P5. There's the winning just ahead of him.
The hat is now 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, Michael C has got, as you say, he's just so much.
Michael C is 14 now behind KO.
He's going to catch KO if the conditions stay this way. The gap to Madman is around the same, 54.7 again.
The fact that JB Troll and KO is still 10 seconds.
Yeah, so they're doing the exact same time. Yeah, Michael C is just obliterating the times that those two are doing. Let's see how much he gains through 13, 14, 15, 16. He's just got such good turning. There's Michael C. He's just eating into that gap. You can see it easily.
It's all in the setup. It's all about because there isn't much too different really between the stiff and the soft suspension here.
He was quicker than the. Again, he was quicker. He was quicker than the leader in the last sector. Again, that lap. He loses time to the leader, sectors 1 and 2. But
he only lost about a tenth and a bit.
Yeah.
The lap though, not much. Now 11 seconds behind KO.
It is 3 seconds a lap. It's crazy how much time he's gaining.
Communication is not wetting, but wet.
Yeah.
Not wet, but wet.
Yeah, it's not if, but
The problem is
when.
though, with such an pace advantage that Michael C has got, he has to be aware.
Ooh, don't hit the...
Say, he has to be aware that someone that he might not.
Oh, he's already got him. He didn't.
Just let him go.
I don't know if he let him go or he just got the traction. Hopefully he didn't hit the back of him going through 8.
J19 is catching up. They're in the same shot now. Matey boys dropping back. Both Salvers are in the top 10. J19's unlucky. No.
He's now... Michael C is now 12 behind KO.
Yeah, they have to get by...
Did he hit the back of JB Troll going through 8?
No, he didn't. No.
He didn't, okay. So the angle I had, it looked awfully close.
Yeah, no, he just took 4 attempts out the lead.
Yeah, he just took 4 tenths out the leader, yeah, I was just about to say.
It's now 10.6.
J19, as you say, is closing onto the back of Artman. P5. There's J19's on the grass at 12. Matey Boy's only 5 seconds behind Soups for 7th and 8th there. As you say, the two Saubers, 9th and 10th. Predator 11th and Whiteside 12th, and that is who's left. KO crosses the line now, and he is 44.7 behind. Michael C crosses the line, 54.8. So 10 seconds.
Yes. He went down 2 seconds that lap. 9 laps to go.
2 seconds a lap. That's 5 laps.
Definitely do.
Yep. He's just got to not make
that
errors. Yeah, just keep the pace up, not make errors, and he will. JB Troll's not really been dropped off though, is he? I was
No,
expecting.
out of the 3, it's KO that's definitely the slowest out.
Yeah, but he was still catching JB Troll quickly. I wasn't expecting him to be still in shot, although it's now 9 seconds. 8.5, sorry. 8.5 seconds.
I think KO struggles with the first sector, and then I think it's sort of stabilised a little bit from sector 2 and 3.
46.9. And sorry, get out of the way on air. Message 55.4. Michael C is closing in on Kell. He's a bit deep there though. He's got to stop. Not make too many of those errors because that might cost him the chance of catching in on KO. He is now within the same pitch straight as KO. JB Troll a couple of seconds off, and J19's right on the back of Artman now. Battle for P5 and 6. J19 looking to... What would actually be a decent recovery drive considering where he was after 10 or so laps. Looking to get past Artman for P5. My co-commentator there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what I'm doing. That's all I'm thinking, yeah.
Fair enough.
Someone's mucked me over again.
Oh, your mother.
Yes.
Okay.
J19 right behind Artman.
Yep. This will hope J19 you see. J19 finishing 5th will be actually a good result considering where he started on grid and where he was after 10 or so laps. He's got a great. Problem is there's obviously no DRS as well now though, so it's not going to make it easy being out dragged. As they're both deep.
Both go deep, but J19 goes less deep.
Yeah, J19 I think had to avoid Artman there more than anything else.
KO's coming up behind these two.
Yep.
Ooh,
That was a bit of
that was scary.
49, 56, 7 seconds. The gap between KO and Michael C. Yep, 7 seconds now. 7 laps to go, 7 seconds. Yep. We could have a battle for second place at the end here. JB Troll looking solid for 4th. J19 now clear in 5th. KO's still not got past Artman. Hang on. Artman's got back past KO. Artman let him through at turn.
3 seconds.
Yeah, KO's made a mistake because Artman let KO through at turn 3, and all of a sudden he's now back ahead of him. So
I can see KO on with Paul Michael. See?
Yeah, Hartman's let KO through again. But yeah, they're in the same little straight between turns 13 and 14. That a lot closer than it probably should have been. And yeah, the back end of the field are all fairly spread out.
Where's
So
JB Troll in this?
JB
Troll's only 4 seconds back.
JB Troll could still have an effect on KO as well, I think.
You've got to think of all the penalties as well.
Yeah. J19 saying now clear in 5th. The only battle out there is the battle for sort of 2nd, 3rd and 4th. As KO continues to struggle in the wet conditions. The problem for KO...
The classic point of where doing too much dry running, not enough wet running.
Yeah. The problem for KO as well, the next race is China. And that is also quite predominantly known to being wet at times.
Yeah.
So...
this race.
The first guaranteed dry race they should get will be Bahrain.
And then that'll be raining.
I hope not. It's in the desert.
You say that, like most of GP got rain when there was a missile.
Yeah, I suppose so.
That was also in the night, and it's at Qatar.
Anyway, what we got here? So Michael C is now what, 2 and a bit seconds off now.
Something like that.
As they're coming up to that's
Right,
J19.
I've got to sort something out, so I'm going to have to leave you to finish it off, I'm afraid.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
It's out of my control, unfortunately.
Tell her to get a taxi.
That was the original idea, believe it or not.
And then you ended up being the taxi.
Correct.
Fair enough.
Stupid people. As good as I can.
You won't make it back.
I can see it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm now running solo. Okay, so Michael C is now right on the back of KO. That gap was supposedly 1.5 seconds at the end of the last sector, but that now clearly isn't the case. It's now tenths. And Michael has been clearly a lot faster than KO through the last sector. And sector 1 for that matter. Sector 2 has been fairly even as J19 has to... Oh, he's going to get in the way, is he? Oh, he is as well. That's not going to make Michael C happy. Come on, J19. Get on the pit straight. Get out of the way. There we go. And also that's a slow Renault. That will be Whiteside. He's the only Renault left. It was a bit extreme the way he let drivers through there. It's KO who's second, is now nearly a minute off the lead. Michael C. He's right there. He lost a little bit of time, obviously, with getting held up by J19 there, but the amount of time he's been taking out of KO over the last 10, 15 laps or so, he should, in theory, be able to get this done. It just depends how hard KO wants to defend this. Because these two are guaranteed to be on the podium. Unless they bin it. It just depends which way round these two are going to be. Michael's clearly got
confidence in turning. Looks like confident traction as well, but that might be down to Michael using traction control, where we know KO isn't. He's been flexing it all off, all assists off. He just obviously, preparation, hoping he's in a position to get promoted into a Formula next year. But in these conditions at this moment in time, it's not doing him any favours. The only thing that might stumble Michael C is the fact that his fuel light is still on. With 3 laps to go, these two are not lapped. The top 4 are not lapped. Michael's got to consider as well just sticking the car in lean mix just to get that fuel back down. He's going to run out of fuel if he ain't careful. As KO goes wide again. KO really not liking these conditions. I think the problem is, because Michael is now having to use that leaner mix, he hasn't got the speed down the straight. So he's got to make, like through here, hope that KO gets a bad exit and just up from the inside, or just focus on traction and then just get a run. Because he won't have the straight line speed he's down in his lean mix. Yeah, there's his fuel that's gone out now. So he is right on the bubble between being enough fuel and not enough fuel. So if he's clever, he should be fine. But he's got to use his fuel wisely to try and get past this Ferrari. Oh, he was wide through 2. For a second there, that might have meant he would have lost the rear, but he's fine. But if these two get into a bit of a proper scrap or have a contact, JV Troll isn't too far back. He's only about 8 seconds off these two. He could still get into the mix if one or both of these drivers have an issue or contact. Oh my God, having a look through 8 and 9. And 12, Michael has been clearly quicker through here. He's just had the turn in. You can see that with KO struggling to even keep it within the boundaries of the track on exit. But Michael just can't get along the side. And again, his fuel light is on. So he's put himself in a position where he hasn't got the ability probably to use the fuel when he would like to, or actually have the ability to capitalise down a straight. KO's now 54 seconds off the lead. Magno's coming through 11 and 12 now, just looking very, very comfortable with 1 and a third laps to go. And these two, again, KO a little wide through 3. He's got the speed down the straight, so he just hasn't... Oh, here we go. Will Michael think about a move? No. He's better of it. Problem is, right from this moment on, KO has got enough straight line speed to mean that Michael can't do anything in the bend. So come up to turn 11, so I'm looking at that under the gap that KO pulls. Just in that little stretch between up to 11 and 12. And that's too big a gap for it to be what needs to be done. Madman is now with 2/3 of a lap to go. There was a period of the time where it looked like his race was under threat, especially after it looked like he had after he got spun out by Prensa, when Prensa came out of the pit, and KO was only 3 and a bit seconds behind. But as soon as he's losing the rear a bit. As soon as it started raining again, he has been out on his own again. The only person that looks like was comparable in terms of lap time was Michael C in the Haas. As Madman he's up behind his teammate around the second to last turn. One more corner to go. And Madman is going to win the opening round of the Formula 2 league season. There he goes. Wins it by near enough. A minute on Michael C's gone through to second. Unfortunately, while we were watching Madman win the race, Michael C has managed to take second place from KO. His fuel light is on as expected. KO's isn't, so KO's got a lot more, it's got more fuel to burn, but he hasn't got the grip or the confidence to be able to come back at Michael. He's just got to hope that Michael runs out of fuel. Coming around the last 2 turns. And Michael C looks like he's going to take second place on his debut. At RaceStation.net, he does do. Takes second place with KO third. J19 behind him crosses the line here, he'll be P5. And JB Troll taking P4. For some reason revving his engine. Artman taking a brilliant P6. Soups will be 7th. Blood and Sands will be 9th. They're the last 2 to cross the line. Blood and Sands has actually been the first of the 2 of them to cross the line, so Blood and Sands will be 9th. Matey Boy should have finished P8, and Jay Staree should have been P10, so both Salvers getting the last of the points place finishes. The Soup comes across the line in P7. Well, Formula 2 getting the traditional wet, dry, wet race as they seem to have got through last season. They did tend to comment that they always seem to get the wet weather, but it brought a compelling race. Madman ended up winning by a country mile. Michael C, a very, very impressive second place. KO, well, after what he showed in qualifying, actually will be quite disappointed, I reckon, with P3. Especially as he lost P2 on the last lap, but KO might have, even though he's on the podium, he'll be feeling very, very hard done by there. So JB Troll was 4th, J19 5th, Artman 6th, Soup 7th, Matey Boy 8th, Blood and Sands 9th. Oh, Prenta took 10th. Prenta took 10th by the looks of it, based on the fact that Jay Staree's had many, many more penalties. So Jay Staree's 11th, Whiteside 12th. Those were all your finishers, and then we had Dave 1025, White, BK, Putterland, TLK, and Soulman all retire. Soulman actually retired. He didn't get disqualified. He was actually a retirement. So Madman takes the win. And he would have gone. His emotions would have gone up and down, especially with his moments with Prenta and not looking as comfortable, not as having the advantage in the dry compared to the wet. I'm going to try and get him in here, see if I can get a word with him. So bear with us, I'm going to try and see if I can get him
in here to see how he's doing, how he feels. And Michael C, I mean, a rookie, completely unknown to this league up until the test races. In the first test race he took part in, which was Malaysia, he got on the podium, which was an interleague test race with both F1 and F2 drivers. The main test race, he again showed good pace. And I am now joined by Madman. Make sure that your voices are enabled so you can be heard on the stream. So I'm sure everyone would like to hear. Can you hear me, Madman? There you go. You can hear me loud and clear. Right, how do you feel, mate? Ended up being a lot easier victory than it seemed to be. Yeah, me and SH were commenting before the formation lap. The rain looked a lot heavier for the intermediate tyre, but only TLK unfortunately went for that move, and it didn't pay off for him. So also a good thing you didn't go for that. Just hope everyone else follows. So yeah, so how do you think that your pace was in all those conditions then, wet and dry? I mean, you didn't appear to have as much of an advantage in the dry as you did in the wet. Was a Ferrari in particular have been one of them? No, so we only caught the end of that. We actually didn't. But we assume it was just a case of Prenter came out the pits, you all come around turn one, and you just met in the middle kind of thing? Would you say that was probably... Just collided, yeah. Yeah, we thought that might have meant a bit of a grandstand finish, but again, it just seemed like in the wet, KO wasn't able to challenge. He was struggling with the rear end of his car and actually got passed by Michael C on the last lap. Unfortunately, I missed that because I was busy focusing on you completing your last lap, so I missed that last lap overtake, unfortunately. Was it drying up again at the end, or was it just a case the tyres were just gone? Right. Yeah, there was certainly a lot from our point of view in terms of watching. I think in your case, I think you might actually be hoping for a few more wet races based on the pace you seem to show in the wet.
Well, you might get the same in China in 2 weeks. There's another track known for its wet weather, so you never know. You might get similar. Okay. Yeah, I thought he was going to let you through right at the end there, so you didn't have to do another lap, but it didn't quite work out that way for him. Yeah, Matey Boy was right there. Yeah, it's good points. I think it was only yourself, Williams, and Sauber actually scoring points, if I remember correctly. Maybe Ferrari as well. I think Prenta might have got a point or two at the back. But yeah, there was a looking good for the season ahead. I'm certainly looking forward to it from a commentator's perspective. People seem to have more, obviously, as you would expect, better advantages in the dry, in quality, in wet, what have you, and the field is very mixed up as a result. He's brand new. It's his first race on the site. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the season ahead. Well, yeah, we'll go and celebrate the night away with your win. And let's see if you can do it again in 2 weeks' time at China. I think we might have the likes of Charlie G returning in 2 weeks as well, so that might be another. Yeah, he has signed up for the league. He just hasn't had the game yet. He's hoping to get it this week. So you never know. You might have another competitor, maybe not in China, but maybe in a couple of races' time. So you never be another challenge to navigate. Anyway, yeah, well done, Madman, and say all the best for the season ahead. See you later. Right, so yeah, he was very, very happy there. Had to work hard for it, but once the rain came, he just seemed to have another step ahead that anyone else didn't appear to have. So I'm pretty sure he'll be confident for some more race victories, especially if there is more rain in the future races on the horizon. But anyway, that was the opening round of the Formula 2 season at RaceStation.net. My name was Venator1991. I was with SH Racing 54, but as you may have heard during the commentary, he had to disappear off about 5 laps from the end. Won't be a common theme, but he won't be with us the next race for F2 because he is on holiday. So I'm not sure who my co-commentator will be in 2 weeks' time, but it'll be me with you regardless, with you all the way through the season. And hopefully, from what we saw today, means we're in for a compelling season up ahead. Next week, F1 League boys turn around Australia. Mike Whiteside will be your commentator. I'm not actually too sure who will be alongside him, as it sounds like my co-commentator's returned. So thank you for everyone who's watching. Anyone who's not part of the league, please go and check out RaceStation.net. You can find us on the website, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Our streams will also be on YouTube. If you look through Facebook, you'll find our links to our streams on YouTube and on RaceStation.net. Check us out and you'll see us, the F1 League boys, having a go around Australia this time next week. So thank you and good night.